morning. Welcome on in. Let me just adjust some mic. I think it's okay though. We got some Minecraft going on. Good morning. How are we doing? Hi Justin. Hey Jay. How is the crew doing? I gotta say, it feels really, really lovely to not have homework due this week. So I just want to start. Thank you, God, that I finished with the semester. I pray that you bless all the people here, and that we just live today aware of your love and joy. Amen. So thank you for joining me. Justin says, Mike sounds good. Heck yeah, let's go. We have had a wild weekend, you guys. I attended a lot of things over the weekend, some of them good, some of them not so fun. And then after all of that, our girls got spayed and, or fixed, or however you want to say that. Basically, they can't have babies anymore. So we've been comforting our doggos, and we also got the house renovated in a major way. So it's been a lot, but I'm glad that you're here. Relaxing is here. Hello. Justin says, I'm good. Just uploaded the first Cozy Beard VOD on YouTube. Excited to catch up on the backlog. Heck yeah. Let's go. I know I said I would start with YouTube, but we're gonna throw some scuff in here, and we're gonna open up MixItUp, and we're gonna trigger. Oh wait, no, not MixItUp. I don't have that for YouTube. We're gonna open up Streamlabs, and I'm gonna code a shout out command. Commands. Okay. So we are going to go to gaming livestream. Oh. 1 second. 1 second. There we go. I made the same mistake that I made yesterday. Relaxy says, what's this pass my glasses mean? I passed my classes, as in I did well in school. We don't need to study anymore for last semester. We're all done, and I did well. Okay. We're going to do SO, and then we're going to do target username is amazing. Go check them out at... I don't actually know what all the command terms are for Streamlabs, but... so-and-so is amazing. Go check them out. Smiley face. I think that's good. Confirm. And then we should be able to... SO... Let's do Justin. We'll see. Is Streamlabs available? Come on, Streamlabs. Come on. Dang it, it didn't work. Hold up. It's not that one. Oh, target name. Target.name. Okay. Name. There we go. And then user.id. Let's try that. Confirm. All right, let's do it with Blue Jay Bard now. SO, Blue Jay, Bard. Let's see, Justice says, there's the scuff. Hey! Oh, okay. Well, the first half is great. Somewhat. Kind of. That's fine. So let me just put, why is chat all the way over there? Let's put you guys over here. Let's make you a little bigger. Let's center you over my face. There we go. Okay. We don't need this. Instead of that, let's do... last played game, that's for Twitch. Stream title, URL. Followers, viewers, account age, Q pose, URL. Let's do URL. Let's try that. Blue Jay Bard music is awesome, amazing. Go check blah, 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 out. Alright, let's try relaxing. Shout out at relaxing. Third time's a charm, right? Let's see. Let's see. Mr. Conductor Bro, hello. Hi, Lily. Congratulations on your recent achievement for school. Thank you. How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. Alright. Why does it not... Oh... Maybe it only lets you do it to people who have content on their channel? I don't know. Let's try Mr. Conductor Bro. Let's give everybody a chance to be shouted out. There we go! Yay! Okay. Shout out Blue Jay Bard Music. Shout out Justin Umbria. Well, actually, the Cozy. The Cozy. Cozy. I don't know which one yours is, Justin. Ah! How do I spell your username? Is that it? You put in weird things in between. Did I get it? No, it's just mine. It's just mine. Wait, does this just go to mine? It just goes to my account. I just shouted myself out, but made it look like I was supporting you guys. I'm such a liar. Oh, I'm so good at being evil. I don't even have to try. Hi, Infinity. I'm being a terrible person. This is great. Yeah, it's only going to your channel. Okay, target URL? I think it should work out this way now. Let's shout out Infinity. Now it should go to his channel. Let's see. Does it work? Does it work? Alright. Let's see. Nope. No. That does not work. Okay. That's fine. Why is this not working? I have target.url. Does it just not... I don't think I can add your... Huh. I think... Yeah, I think because this is YouTube and not Twitch, I can't shout you guys out because some people don't have channels. They just have accounts but not actual content to link to. So it doesn't have that automated, and that sucks because at least Twitch lets you link to their channel even if they don't upload anything. Legend is here. Welcome on in. Good to see you. Mr. Conductor Bro says, I'm good, making new films while waiting for my birthday to come next week. What's new with you? Not much. I was saying how I've had a very busy week. I've attended a lot of events, some good, some not so great. We had the dogs have a medical procedure over Monday, so they're home and recovering from that. We also did some major house renovation Monday and Tuesday, so everything's a little chaotic. I'm actually sleeping on the floor, which is why you see all that stuff in the background, because the room where I sleep, which is not this room yet, but it will be, that room is getting renovated, which is why I'm moving into this room, partially. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Infinity asks, can you manually paste the URL in? I can. However, I would have to command this for every single one of you guys. And I'm happy to. But it would take a long time. Relaxing says, I started my blog site that has affiliate products, and I also got accepted into the Amazon affiliate program. Heck yeah! So proud of you, Relaxing. I know you've been working hard on that, and that's so cool. Hype! Ooh, let me see if I can program a celebration. Can we add a command? Can we? Template. Advanced. So yeah. For those of you who have played with MixItUp with me before, profile, ND Lily, log in. With MixItUp, I really like MixItUp. We're just going on a little rampage of random things. If you go to commands and you make a new command in MixItUp, you can add literally a chat message. You can add a sound, so a sound effect, and you can add multiple sound effects, actually. You can delay them as well. You can add a YouTube video to play. You can add an image, an overlay, and you can make all of this happen just by typing in, like, celebrate, and then, or like, exclamation point, yay. And if you just type in exclamation point, yay, it'll do all those things. But Streamlabs is lame, and you have to type, like, redeem, yay, or something. And then it doesn't work half the time, because Streamlabs is asleep. And it just, yeah. So, if you've ever wondered. Mari is here! Hello, Mari. How are you doing? Good to see you. Larson says, I already made 2 blogs, also on my website. Heck yeah! And I joined a webinar today to get into UGC so I can make money more. Nice! Jay says, oh man, yeah. Hi! Hello! Relaxing, the hello works. Let's go! Thank you for redeeming a hi. Alright, so with all of that, we can actually play some Minecraft. How are we doing? Hi. Mercy. There's the echo. That's another thing. Streamlabs has echo. MixItUp, to my knowledge, does not. However, MixItUp does not work very well with YouTube, because YouTube kind of sucks for streaming. But YouTube is where you guys are. So, like, come on now. We gotta hang out here. Alright, let's do celebrate good times. Come on. Let's do survival. Let's do normal difficulty. Let's allow commands. Let's do it's a celebration. We're gonna generate structures on, bonus chest off. And that looks good. Maris is doing good, just ate a popsicle. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Ooh. Those are giant bunnies. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. Buddy. Buddy, why would you do that? I like their new animation. Look at that. Oh, so cute. Oh, okay. I am a very scary person. I agree. Relaxing says, I really like Twitch. I met some few amazing people on that. I'm glad that you're able to continue expanding your social horizons. So, how is everybody doing? How are we enjoying the freedom that I'm experiencing, at least? A mix between helping people with something I'm interested in, as well as just having the time to dedicate towards it, is making me really excited to do like content creation again. And it's a really good feeling because I've been so burnt out lately, you guys. I don't know. I feel like I've been masking so hard, I gaslit myself into thinking I wasn't burnt out. And then I got less burnt out, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I was burnt out. So it's really nice to be able to, like, work on content creation and have a routine and think about how I want to spend my time and be like, you know what? I do get to decide what happens this summer. Like, not a lot, but you know, it's not like, oh, I can't do X, Y, and Z because I have school. I'll still have school, but right now I have the freedom to be like, you know what? I'm going to dedicate this time for this hobby and this time for my school. And I have some ideas to make, you know, school be more implemented into my content creation, because I really liked being able to hang out with you guys as I did my homework. That was really nice for me. Mr. Conductor Bro says, celebration, yeah, let's go. I love it. Oh, spooky, it's dark. Can you guys see it? Jay says, I finally beat a really hard part of Spirit Fairy yesterday. Nice! Justice is super proud of you, buddy. Heck yeah. That's so cool, Jay. Most of it's really fun to 100%, except for this one quest line. Dragon boss fights are the hardest part. Oof. I can imagine. I was talking with someone. I don't think I've ever 100%ed something. I forget who I was talking to. Maybe it was you. Maybe it was Infinity. Maybe it was Justin. I don't know. I was talking with somebody. I'm like, I don't know that I've ever 100%ed something. So the fact that you guys do it so, just like, it's something you enjoy doing. That's so cool to me. I think you guys are so cool. Relaxing says, I have created a free app that can help you through your burnout. You can try it if you want. Thank you so much. I unfortunately also have a condition called I spent all of my data for my phone, so I don't have a lot of space. But I appreciate that, and that's really cool that you are so confident you are sharing and advertising that. That's good marketing. Although typically, just a heads up, most streamers and content creators don't appreciate advertisement like that. I love it, as you guys know. But just to let you know, because it's enough of a problem that YouTube has banned, like, sharing links and stuff, and just makes, like, it'll, like, shadow ban people who say, like, oh, I made this, and then share a link, because so many people will give, like, scams and stuff. So just watch out for that, and maybe let it happen organically in other streams. But thank you so much for sharing, and that's so cool. I'm so proud of you guys. Mari says, taking a break really does work wonders. Oh, yeah. Justin says, just did a quick hi command and mix it up. Heck yeah. Jay says, it was me. Alright, yeah. So I will just continue to have the same exact conversation I had with you last week, because it's still cool. I think you're still very cool. And that goes for all y'all. Allihater0998. Hey, sis. Hello, buddy. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. What's up with you? Can I tell some my ideas? As long as you keep it PG and you don't share any links, go ahead. We try to keep this channel family friendly, but it's good to see you. Welcome on in. Infinity says, I have S-ranked every hardcore main story level of Just Shapes and Beats. I haven't uploaded the last 4 levels yet, though, because of the upload limit. Yeah. I saw that you had uploaded a lot. I'm like, dang. Are they gonna hit the upload limit again? I guess you did. You said... Sorry, chat went up, but I lost your message. Oh, I read your message. Okay, good on me. Ali says, I'm good. How are you? Justin says, welcome, new chatter. Ali says, yes, sure. Cool. Guys, now that I've sung the Celebrate Good Times, come on, I now have that just stuck in my head. This is not necessarily a problem, for me at least. It's a problem for you guys if you get tired of it, but not me, because this is my love. I enjoy just singing the same singular thing over and over again. Ali says, I am an artist and make some artwork. If you are interested, can we talk on Discord? We have a Discord server, and as long as your art is, you know, PG-13, doesn't have, like, nudity or, like, graphic violence or anything, you're more than welcome to. You sings too good. Oh, thank you. Funny typo. Let's not make fun of people for typos. Justin says, we have a public Discord, Allie. The link should be in the description. Yes, I think it's also a command. If you can do !, Discord, that should also pop it up. And if not, we're about to do some more coding. I don't think it worked. I don't think the command worked. Oh no. Oh no! Speaking of video games, I've been playing Paleo Pines, and naturally I named my player character Mari. Turns out there's a character in-game named Mari, and she looks exactly like the player. Dude, that's such a fun coincidence. That's so fun. I'm realizing as I bounce towards this... Ow. As I bounce towards this tree, I probably should have made, you know, an axe instead of another pickaxe, but, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Ali says, I have design logos. I have some. Cool. All right. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Celebrate good times, come on. It's a celebration. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, we are going to just bring this up. Ah! That's fine. Where is my Discord? Discord, add command. Discord. Join the Discord. Oh, wait, is that a timer? No. It could be a timer. I think those are pretty exhausting, though. So let's just do Discord. And then... let's go to the lily pad. Let's invite to server. Edit invite link. Never expire. No limit on the uses. Roll no. Generate a new link. Copy. Ah! Somebody left! Maurice is gonna pop out for a bit. Okay, bye, Mari. Thank you for redeeming the bye to get my attention. I hope you come back. That sounded so, like, sad. That's just genuine. I enjoy it when you're here. Justin says, share on the public server, Allie. Many of us are uncomfortable giving our profiles out on stream. Yes. Infinity says, the typo I'm talking about is I am God instead of I am good. I don't mean any disrespect. I just find that typo a little funny. I've had my own share of funny typos. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the explanation. I'm glad that it was all in good fun. All right, join the Discord. There we go. Confirm. All right, now we should be able to Discord. And then if any mods want to be in Discord, would be great. Thank you. Oh no! It's dark. Whatever shall I do? Oh no! I'm probably just gonna keep on mining. Waha! It's almost like that's the point of the game. Minecraft! So fun. So funny. Sorry for promoting my services. Do you have any plans to get custom stuff for the channel, like logo, banner, overlays, and maybe animated screens for starting BRB and ending soon? I have made all of that myself. It's very fun to create, and it sounds like you're also interested in that. So, hope you have a good time creating those. I agree. It's very fun to get creative and explore, like, how to do that. All right, let's create a furnace real quick. I feel like I missed something earlier. Relaxin says, what's your plan now that you have passed classes? I only have a week off from school, so unfortunately my plan is just to rest and recuperate from burnout for a week before I go back to school. But I am enjoying this week. I have been really enjoying getting back into content creation and doing a lot of the things that Allie mentioned, and just like thinking about brand identity and stuff. That's kind of my degree, is you know, online marketing and stuff like that. And I'm going to be taking a class about online marketing in the summer, so that'll be really fun. So I think it'll be really cool to nerd out about that over the summer. So if anybody's interested in learning what I'm learning, I will happily info dump to you. As a way of studying my school. Although some part of me is like, I feel like I'm going to know more than the textbook will. I feel like my lived experience of being online and just marketing myself for, let's see, I started in 2017, I want to say. So 9 years. 9 years I've been marketing myself on the internet. I feel like just maybe I might know a little more than a textbook. Just for what works best for me, at least. It'll be interesting. Thank you, Justin. Infinity says it's called Minecraft because you can craft terrifyingly large machines to mine away huge chunks of the world. Ah, yes, that is the only application whatsoever. Indeed. Verily. Forsooth. Mwahaha. Take it back now, y'all. 2 hops this time. Cowabunga. Justin says only a week. Dang, but hey, time off is good. Yeah, so I would probably get a little more time off if I actually took summer break, but I'm not cool like Ember, so I'm actually just taking a week off before summer starts and taking summer classes, because springtime and summertime turn right into each other. We kind of get a longer winter break, even if you take winter and then spring, because there's like Christmas break and the New Year's break, and there's just all of the holidays going on, and so they just naturally built it into there for at least American schools. Basically, you get like a month off if the timing is right. I could have sworn I heard a baby zombie, and I hate those. I hear Legend's really good at defeating baby zombies now, though. Maybe I should get Legend in here. Legend! Can you defeat the baby zombie for me, please? But yeah, sometimes we can get a whole month off between semesters, and other times it's 1 week. It's always at least 1 week, I think. Sometimes you might get 2 weeks if something happens, like a hurricane. But this is Florida. Why would we have hurricanes down here? That's silly. That's so silly. Hurricanes in this economy? No. Justice Relaxing says, I also do content creation, but AI content creation. Like, I'm a digital creator. I'm okay in AI prompting to get good results. Infinity says, Legend is very good at defeating children in battle. Yeah, Legend just slaughters all the children. I would be concerned if they weren't so good at it. Oh, this is gonna be awkward. I just lost my one weapon. Whoopsies. Oh well, I got string now. That's what I wanted. Oh, that's a lava pit. Okay. I'ma just nope around you, buddy. You're fine. So, I had voice lessons. Oh, Justin mentioned something about the previous conversation. Let me go back to that, and then I'll talk about voice lessons, because we like to stay on topic somewhat in here. Not a lot, but just enough to make you guys think that I'm paying attention to what I'm trying to say. That was the worst investment of copper ever. That's fine. It's fine. All right, Justin says, Australian schools made more sense to me because our summer break is at the end of the year. So when New Year starts in January, so does the school year. Yeah, that tracks. I think it's interesting that schools, no matter where you are, takes a summer break. And then it just matters, like, when. Like, is it just, like, the power of agriculture in the past, and now we still do it because it's hot and nobody wants to study when it's hot? I don't know. Infinity says, hurricanes in this economy? Checks out, actually. Oh, yeah. I was thinking about the economy in which I have that one, you know, that company I was building that's a fake company. Absolutely fake. But it's fun to pretend that it's not fake, because then I'm just enough for copper leggings. Let's go. You know, the job that I made up for school that paid like $96,000 a year. That was a really good job. Some people actually thought that was real, and I had to explain to them like every 5 seconds during that stream, like, hey, this is fake. This is for my schoolwork. But I got a 98% on that. They didn't say what I lost the 2% on, but I think the guy was just grading it superfluously. Anywho, as I was saying, I think you can create a fishing rod. Yes, this way. Because your girl needs to go fishing. Ah! This is so awkward. This is so awkward. Hi, Enderman. Stay away from Legend. She'll get ya. Wah! Don't make me die. You better not kill me. I think I'm far enough into the water that I won't die from their shots anymore. And I should be able to eat something. If only said company could be real. Right? Oh. That guy is hanging out here. Let's just casually walk away. So the problem is I have too little hunger. Oh, I was trying to fish with a stick. That's fine. I'm sure that's fine. Anyhoodles, I had voice lessons on Monday, and it was really lovely. Although I'm not getting it to like work on a specific song. She said that I could. But we're working primarily on that squid just disappeared. Was that an Enderman squid? Are the Endermen evolving to the point that's useless? I just got a pufferfish. That's not edible. I wanted a salmon. So if I eat this, I'm gonna die. It poisons you. Mercy. Anyways, things are chaotic, and I'm trying to tell you guys about my voice lessons. Relaxing says, voice lessons for what? I'm so glad you asked to keep me on track, Relaxing. I have some health conditions that make me susceptible to passing out. And lately I've been having air hunger along with those episodes. Not lately, it's been happening for the past couple of years. But we finally figured, hey, maybe I should get voice lessons from this friend of ours who has a doctorate in music pedagogy and theory and is a really great teacher and singer and all the things. Maybe she could help me with breath support. And so we're trying it, and we discovered that not all of my passing out episodes and not all of my lightheadedness and dizziness, not all of that is caused by this, but it's definitely exasperated by the fact that I'm not getting a good enough breath in. And it's funny because when we were doing the exercise, she would have me do different things. We started with sirens, which were very awkward, and then we did some other things. And when it came to doing like shushing someone like you're a librarian, I apparently made all of the modifications necessary to get a good breath in, and then went immediately back to my slumped position in like seconds, and it was amusing. And so, well, I got 3 raw cod. That's got to be good enough for me. I might just go around this way. Yeah, apparently I breathe in way too much because I'm not expelling enough air, and that traps carbon monoxide. Can I make it? Eat! Yeah, let's go! That traps carbon monoxide in my lungs. And then when I breathe in too much and I'm already not feeling well, that triggers me feeling worse. And so when I try to get up and I inhale to support myself, I'm actually making myself worse because I need to breathe out. So she's given me homework to practice learning to exhale completely. And breathing feels slightly more satisfying now. I had no idea that breathing could be this good. And I imagine it'll get better because I'm still pretty bad at it. But that was a fun thing. So yay! Carbon dioxide? Oh yeah, probably carbon dioxide or carbon. I think I don't know. I forget. It's been a while since I took chemistry and biology and anatomy physiology. Infinity says poison doesn't kill you. Not necessarily, but when you already have 3 hearts and you're on poison, it might kill you. Especially when you need to account for being a klutz like I am. I'm like the rabbits. I randomly die all of the time. Hello, sheepies. I'll come back for you. Oh, what am I doing? I have enough to just cook it right here. I was gonna try and go back to my home, but that's fine. I don't need to. I'll just create a nice little campsite here because I like to do things in excess. Jessica says, if I eat this, I'm going to die. Anyway. Thank you for the ad quote. Jay says, that's great. I'm also going to try and get better breath support this year, even though I've already been taking lessons for like 3 years already. Heck yeah! Voice lessons, buddies. I know you started last week. How are they going? Are you enjoying them again? Is it with the same person? I know you enjoyed that person. Or at least their lessons. We have enough white sheep that, if I get iron, I can afford to just shear them. So let me go looking. Let me go looking for the... Oh, well, that's awkward. I forgot that I destroyed my iron pick, or my stone pick, fighting that skeleton, or zombie, or whatever. Well, while you're in here... Oh, wait, no. No. Let's do this, and then put another one in there. And then while we're here, let's make another pick or two. Let's make one pickaxe, and then one axe. That way I can get some wood as well. Yeah, it's the same teacher. Heck yeah, Jay. Ooh, dark and scary cave. Let's go. Real quick. Ah! Okay. This is called the run and scream lighting up method, where it doesn't matter who or what you see. If you just run and scream through, you'll get to light it up pretty effectively. Okay, and now we can go back through the cave and get all of the copper. I like this method. It's very nice. Relaxing says, what's this lightness mean? Oh, lightheadedness. So, when you feel really... you ever get so hot and you haven't drank enough and you feel like I'm gonna pass out or something? That's lightheaded. Justin says, I think I'm gonna do a tism brunch. Mac and cheese. Oh, heck yeah. I used to be able to have mac and cheese because they had like a dairy-free version. And it was so good. I also loved shepherd's pie. I think my favorite was probably putting chicken nuggets on top of the mac and cheese. Especially if they were dino nuggets, because if it's shaped in the dinosaur, it's even better. You know? Okay. We go this way. Wee! Wee! Infinity says, what if you saw another player? I would probably check my LAN connection and wonder why my parents are online and how they managed to do it while I wasn't looking. And then I would probably go and help them because, you know, they don't know how to play. I would also probably encourage my mom not to because she gets pretty motion sick pretty easily and she can't look at me playing Minecraft, much less play it herself. I just says, honey, we have food. Dino nuggies are the best nuggies. What kind of food do you have? Jay says, I think... Oh! Oh my gosh. I was not expecting that. That's not what Jay says. That's what I say. I put words into Jay's mouth. Sorry, buddy. However, will you forgive me, my dude? Alright. Bonus. We got iron. We got iron. Okay. I just want to light it up a little bit. But I don't think that's gonna work out too well. So we're just gonna light it up and let it go. Don't you see that you're not alone? Infinity says, I see green. Legend says, I had had roast last night. Ooh, that's yum. Imagine roast and mac and cheese. Then you can make the roast last even longer. Look at that sunset. Isn't that gorgeous? So pretty. All right, earlier Jay said it's still been hard to get back into the flow of remembering to practice singing during the week. Yeah. I am probably going to make streams be my rememberer. So if I stream, I will do some exercises. Oh, she also said, so fun fact about me is that I am a very quiet person. Like, it takes a lot for me to be heard. And so, gotta make sure that I get this without the creeper noticing. Ah! I don't care that Bitdefender is updating. Anywho. Shut up! Anywho. Here we go. Here we go. Here's my old home. I'm typically a very quiet person, to the point where I'll say things and nobody will hear me. So I just accept that most of the time people won't hear me. And then we were doing the sirens, which is like, ooh, ooh. And let me see if I'm maxing out. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, so I'm not maxing it out, but apparently I do that quite effectively, loudly, just naturally. And she's like, you're gonna get even louder. That's normal. And I'm like, what do you mean I'm gonna get louder? Because she was like, you're already quite loud. I'm like, what do you mean? People can't hear me most of the time. But I think it was a combination of it's not a matter of like, I can't breathe or I don't know how to breathe effectively. It's just consciously doing it when I don't feel well. That's the kicker. So when I was imitating her, I could do quite well and I could do it loud because she was quite loud. Oh my gosh. She was classically trained to do opera, so like, you know, she's got the projection. So I was imitating her, so of course I was loud then. But yeah, I don't know. Jay and Lily, for your voice lessons, do you ever do tongue twisters? I didn't. I don't know about Jay, but when I would teach, sometimes I would throw in some tongue twisters if my students needed like some extra like pronunciation support. I would do them in Spanish because I taught Spanish. And that would be like a fun little way to make them feel even worse about themselves. I'm kidding. Mostly. I did it because if you can do a tongue twister, you can do other parts of the pronunciation at least a little better, typically. Okay, we're going to run back here and read some more chat. Relaxing says, that feeling when I don't drink water for long and stand for long, I feel a little darkness and feel like I'm going to pass out. Is that what you're talking about? Yes, exactly, relaxing. Justin says, I remember often in Australia, I would be like, I'm an adult, I got a job, I'll buy dino nuggies, no one can stop me. Yeah, that was me at college when I was at UNF, and I was hours away, like, way too long for me to drive home, especially, so it was also during the point where we were trying to, like, social distance for each other, and my dad's at risk, or he was at risk at the time. Now I'd say he's okay. He's at risk for other reasons. And so I was working with kids constantly. Even though I wore a mask and the kids wore a mask, I still didn't want to put them at risk, so I just wouldn't go home. And so I would just like, I'm like, I am such an adult. I'm gonna get myself dino nuggies. And then I also ended up, I discovered the beauty of Taco Bell. and I would get burrito bowls because Moe's was one of the closer places that had dairy-free options. Fun facts. School lore with Lily. Alex, this is what happened if you constantly digging underground in Minecraft. Then you get a lot of resources. You probably run out of wood and you have to go back to the surface to get more. But assuming that you can just keep on digging and you won't run out of like wood or pickaxes or whatever, then you'll eventually reach bedrock. And that is unbreakable. But that's really far down. So if you press F3 and you check over here on bedrock, it's just constantly over here above your player or something, your XYZ coordinates. This tells us where I am horizontally. This tells us where I am up and down. And this tells us where I am diagonally in the world. So I'm at level 56 vertically. And it can go down to, I think, 63, negative 63. So there's a lot of world beneath me right now. So it would take a long time to get down there. I think I've got enough copper to last me a lot of stuff. So let me do copper boots. Let's do I need to make more sticks. Let's do sticks. Let's do 3 pickaxes, 1 axe, because I still have the other one, 1 shovel, and 1 hoe. That'll do good. And then I can use that new pickaxe, to pick up this stuff. Jay says, I always get louder than normal during warm-ups. I did tongue twisters a while ago, haven't done any recently, actually. Interesting. Alright, I don't actually want to stick around here. I would like to collect some wool, please. We got 2, just need to find the other one. We had another white wool sheep. We need the same color, which is why I'm caring about that. There we go. Oh, I should have gotten a shield. That's fine. I'll just create a shield later. I'll let you live. I'll let you live for now. Me too, cow. Me too. Okay, I think I might want to... Ooh, part of me is really feeling led to setting up camp over here because it's very central. You can see everything from here. I like this. I think we're going to set up here. So let's make it nice and bright. And then we can start making it ours. Infinity says, I can be incredibly loud when I want to be. Yes, yes, you can. Justice says, I misheard XY coordinate as ex-wife. Oh, wow. My lesbian situationship coming out to light on a random Minecraft stream? Oh, man, this is the real lore. Somebody get it in the tabloids. Lily's ex-wife tells you where you are in Minecraft. That made for a really poor clip. My inability to speak strikes again in my favor. Let's go. It's the nerves. It's the nerves. I didn't expect you guys to find out about my ex-wife, so I'm really, like, just shooketh. Although I guess I could be bi, but I don't know that there's ever been... You know, a lot of guys have thought that I was flirting with them, but there's never been somebody on the outside who thought I was in a relationship with them. However, there have been like 3 times where people are like, oh, I thought you and so were in a relationship, and we were both female. So, I don't know what that says about me. But... ex-wife coordinates. Yep. Yep. You guys want to... It's a treasure hunt. It's a treasure hunt for the lore. The Lily lore. You want to find my ex-wife. On my Grunkle Stan arc. I'm grumpy, I feel old and worn out, and I have an ex-wife, apparently. I had no idea. Thanks for letting me know, guys. There are ways to destroy bedrock, and what's below that is an endless abyss. That's true. That's true. I typically don't go into the redstoning properties of Minecraft, but that is true. Infinity says, imagine if Minecraft adds Angora rabbits, which you can also get wool from, although maybe with a tool other than shears. Ooh, yeah. That would be cool. Maybe with, like, a dagger. Although you would have to, like, right-click instead of left-click. And then you might accidentally, you know, kill the rabbit, and that would be bad. Unless you're into that. I'm not. But, you know, some people might be. Let's get ourselves a nice little chest, shall we? Let's put some of this excess away. We don't need some of this stuff. Definitely don't need that pufferfish. But I would like to be able to have a bed. Nice and cozy. Let's go. Alright, let's make some more, oh, I needed that. I needed that. I need my copper ingots. Let's make some more shovels, shall we? Let's go! Justin says, I mean, you are just like Lilith from the Owl House. Arrow Ace. Likes learning, would be a cool aunt. Aw, thank you. Jay says, speaking of the Owl House, I don't know what I should edit next. Jay says maybe I should take this week off from editing, but it really is fun. Yeah, I get that. Also, I kind of came up... I might regret this, but we're gonna find out. Actually, I'm in single player. I can just do that. Let's go. Okay. Every time somebody brings up a show that I enjoy, I have something called edit time. It's like it's like hammer time, but it's edit time. So you have to drop whatever you're doing and create an edit. You don't, I have to. So we are just going to look at, here we go. Untitled project. We're gonna import media. We're gonna go to content creation. Oh, not editing templates. Films and shows. We're gonna go to the Owl House because that's what was mentioned. And I'm gonna do... Let's see. Does anybody have... Let's start a poll. What kind of edit? Comfort. Happy. Epic. Or angst. Start poll. And then we are just going to create an edit together, and this will hopefully help me get out of my editing slump and start creating content. Because if I just randomly do it and I accept that it's going to be bad sometimes, that makes it a little easier. Angora rabbit wool is usually gently plucked rather than sheared. Maybe if the rabbit comes and hangs out with a cat or a dog, the cat brings you Angora rabbit wool, maybe. We got 100% for comfort with 3 votes. Aw, yay! Okay, so let's do a comfort edit. Do a comfort edit since I did an angsty one last week. All right. Let's also turn off the audio real quick from Minecraft so we can record. Okay, so let's open Spotify. And check out Megan Starnes' music and Dan Chapman music. They're really beloved people of mine. And they're releasing music. Actually, let's do that. Let's do Light. This is a comfort song for me that my friend created. And I'm just going to start recording. And I'm going to be really quiet. Ready? Let's max that out. I realized that I had the gaming mic still on. We are going to listen to the song, and it's going to absolutely kill me for just a second. But that's fine. That's fine. Okay. We're going to stop recording. We're going to hit record again, and then I'm going to be really quiet. So, mic off. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You count the stars in the sky and called each by their name. Then surely you're with me in this place. You are my life. Alright, that's enough. Let's bring gaming audio output down a little bit. Let's exit out of there. Conductor Bro says, I prefer comfort edits when I'm working on new projects. Heck yeah. Alright, so, I picked light because we're doing an Owl House edit, and it's a really easy one to, edit to, because, guess what? It's light. Do we want to see here? I will do a fun. I will show you guys a picture of 7-year-old Lily, because it's right there, genuinely right there. Let's go to content creation. We need films and shows. The Owl House. Let's do Lying Witch and a Warden. Let's do... I really like Witches Before Wizards for the parallels that they have. I think also maybe Covention, because she's comforting Amity a little bit and showing the light glyph. I really like... let's see... I think I want to do the bridge where it's like, I don't have to be afraid of the dark because you're here with me. And so I think I might do... Oh, we have Convention twice. I need to edit that. Don't have to be afraid of the dark because you're here with me. Here with me. Here with me. Ooh, we can do a little touch of angst to show like the contrast and really emphasize the comfort. And then I really want to just do watching and dreaming for the future and thanks to them where we just see comfort happening. Then I think, what else am I looking for? What is it? The one where they win Grom. That is... Oh, we already have that. Maybe understanding Willow for that hand in hand, and maybe it's not just Luce is the one comforting people, but just like comfort across the Owl House. Legend says we were watching the Owl House last night. Heck yeah. Let's do Reaching Out. That's like coded for comfort, as is any sport in a storm, because that's where Hunter came in. Let's do... Hollow Mind is really just the angst. Oh, Labyrinth Runners. That's, duh. Okay. So that's that. Let's create a new bin with selected clips. We're gonna rename that. Can you see that? I think I need to adjust this so you guys can see what I'm doing a little better. Here we go. And then just make my camera a little smaller and make chat a little bigger over here. I'm going to make chat go over a couple of pixels. That looks about equal. Isabella, hello, how you doing? Welcome to stream. We started out in Minecraft and then somebody mentioned my favorite show and now we're doing a random edit. It's an edit challenge. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Jay says, oh, you can add clips for the future when Amity is telling Luce to turn on the light or helping everyone snap out from the collector's puppet thingy. That is such a great idea. Let's start with that. For the future. I think that's watching and dreaming, actually. I think watching and dreaming. Like the very beginning. Let's see. The audio might be really loud. Just watch out. That's okay. You down. That is really loud. There we go. Now we can bring audio back up so you can hear. This is a nightmare. Spoilers.
turn on the light.
Nice. Okay, that's a brilliant start, Jay. Thank you for that.
Think about it. What's the first thing you do when you wake up from a bad dream? What's the first thing you do?
How?
Think about it.
When you have to wake up. How?
Think about it. What's the first thing you do when you wake up from a bad dream?
You turn on the light.
And then we hit do 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 do. That's fantastic. Let's go. That was so clever. All right. All right, so that's kind of nightmarish, so we can get rid of the pre to that.
Found you! Gus? Hunter?
Don't have to be afraid of the dark. Oh, this is really good if I wanted to tell a story about it. But we just want to focus on the comfort aspect. So let's go where he's... Don't have to be afraid of the dark, 'cause you're here with me.
Didn't make anything worse. You didn't do anything wrong. The world to me, and you guys mean the world to me, and I didn't know how to say that yet. Just please.
You're here
don't call
with
yourself that
me.
ever again. You've been holding in a lot, haven't you? Willow! Reliable people need someone to rely on too. You've been holding in a lot, haven't you?
Maybe that one?
You've been holding in a lot, haven't you? Willow! Reliable people need someone to rely on too. Just let it out. We'll be fine.
I miss my dad.
There we go. Okay.
Do this. I can't control my own.
Thank you for taking care of that, Justin. Jay says, I noticed that when I was looking for clips, the you without me edit. Ooh, nice. Deleted message from new chatter as the message seems bot. Like, yeah, it's like an exact replica from the message earlier, which is giving scam. So good instincts. Thank you, Justin. If it happens again, we will ban the person. I think on YouTube it's like block. Thank you, Justin. You're here with me. Okay, can you imagine that song? You're here with me, and then it's just them falling. That would be great. Oh, I promised you guys little Lily. This is me when I was, oh, this is me when I was 8. Sorry. I sat like a lady. This is swim team. So we all had the team t-shirt on over our bathing suits. I blurred out everybody else, but yep, this is me. I don't mean to promote, but I'm promoting. Yeah. So that's exactly what the other person said. And it was fine because it was on theme until they came back as a different channel and started promoting that. And that's just messed up. All right. Somebody want to do the honor of banning Isabel Lunk? Let's block them. And report them, please. Thank you very much.
What? You have magic, dude. The magic of friendship?
The magic of friendship? Thank you, Jay. Jay and Justin, the Double J mod team. Let's go. Heck yeah. All right. Where is it? Streamlabs recordings. We have this. So this is the audio we're gonna do. We'll put that here. Heck yeah, Jay is on it. Heck yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Need to bring this audio up. Let's get rid of me. I know I'm great, but let's get rid of the distracting. Because, you know, we want to put something else on there, not me. Okay. And we're just doing like a 60-second edit. So let's go to the part that I really liked. Here it is. So let's fade that in. We don't actually need this so big. All right. Let's fade it in. And then let's bring that clip from Watching and Dreaming over. And that'll be our intro. And then, pro tip, if you want to move it across a large amount, zoom out after you've grabbed it. All right. And then we'll put it like here so it starts playing the music at the end. Let's make it louder so that it's consistent wavelength. I'm just looking at the size of the wavelength. So this is thicker than this, but it's about the same over here. So
Think about it. What's the first thing you do when you wake up from a bad dream?
You turn on the light.
and then let's unlink those and make the audio kind of cut out. And let's bring some of the audio.
You turn on the light.
That doesn't work very well. I think I like... Okay, let's make it one of the instrumental parts. Maybe the very beginning where it goes do 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 da 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 da. Wait, no, that's Christmas. Anyways, I'm thinking maybe the intro at the beginning as like a background, and then over here you turn on the light.
You turn on the light.
And then immediately and then before they get turned into useless puppets, let's fade it into something else that's happy. Ooh, that's a cute one. We don't need the audio from here because the audio is going to be from the music itself. Legend says, legendary I am. Wow, it says I'm number, but I just hopped in again. Justice says, yeah, what is the editing program you're using there? This is DaVinci Resolve. It is free, but it requires quite a bit of processing power. So you need, I think, what is it? 16 gigabytes of RAM at least just to run the thing. Even more if you want it to run comfortably and not crash everything and lag a lot. So I think you would probably benefit from 32 gigs of RAM. And then you also need a certain amount of data to hold all of your footage and whatnot. Legend says, I love how this is our comfort. Yes. Ba-da-ba. Jay says, that reminds me, I still haven't finished that video I was making to test out Caden Live. Nice.
Think about it.
No, not that yet.
Think about it.
Maybe I need the very end of it.
What's the first thing you do when... Think about it. What's the first first thing you do when you wake up from a bad dream?
You turn on the light.
You know, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I don't like the... I don't think that the show music and Megan's song collaborate exactly, but I do think cutting in as abruptly as I did, I think that saved it. So, I like that. I'll take it. Okay, let's see the transition.
Think about it. What's the first thing you do when you wake up from a bad dream?
We don't need think about it.
Think about it.
That just adds another piece of it. When I'm editing something, I'm thinking about, okay, how much of this is going to be whiplash for the viewers? Like, are we cutting to something? And that's okay. Sometimes you want an edit where there's a lot of cuts back to back to back. Jay's very good at those sorts of edits where it's like an upbeat song and you edit to the beat and it's like do 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 do. That's a really popular trend. But for this one, we're trying to tell a more calmer story. This is comfort. I want to chill out with this. We're not trying to be epic. We're not trying to tell a really cool story. We're trying to tell a comforting story. So, here, there's a lot going on. There's not really like a focal point focusing our attention. So I'm going to just... And then it's also unclear who's talking when he says think about it. Think about it. Who's talking? We know it's Hunter, but there's no context for that. So if I just start here, it's a lot calmer. It gives you an idea of what's happening. It's just a little easier on the attention.
What's the first thing you do when you wake up from a bad dream?
You turn on the light.
There we go. Welcome back, Mari. Good to see you. Jay says, Caden Live is a similar editing program, but it's so much less resource intensive and easier to navigate, in my opinion. Heck yeah. Yeah, so if you don't have the resources for DaVinci, try Caden Live. I'd be interested to try that out sometime. Song-wise, I would really like it to go straight into I don't have to be afraid of the dark. So let's see if we can edit it to find that spot. We can do that spot. Oh, not that. We want to edit the audio. Just make sure that you hit the right thing.
You turn on the light.
No. That's not as good. So we need something to fill up this empty space. That's smooth and good. Thank you, Justin. I'm glad you're back, by the way, Mari. I think I acknowledged that, but then I immediately got distracted. We're editing a video now. Jay says, my computer only has 8 gigs of RAM, and it does great with Caden Live. Heck yeah. I'm gonna have to check out Caden Live and do a couple of test edits on that. See if I can run it on this computer or if I have enough data. I should be able to if I just put the download file into my Seagate.
What's the first thing you do when you wake up from a bad dream?
You turn on the light.
Dream.
Let's cut this and see if we can... Cut this.
A bad dream.
Oops.
Turn on the light.
Y'all didn't see nothing. Okay. So, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Hold up. So we need these two linked again if I want to edit things the way that I was.
A bad dream.
We're gonna edit it here. We're just gonna see how it works. If we just do this.
What's the first thing you do when you wake up from a bad dream?
You turn on the light.
From a bad dream.
You turn on the light. You turn on the light.
Yeah, that's cleaner. That's faster. It's cleaner. Let's go. Oh, that's so much better. Jay says, I might try making edits in it, but I'm sticking with Vita for the second channel edits for now. It does what I need for editing covers, though. Nice. I agree with Justin. Heck yeah, Jay.
What's the first thing you do when you wake up from a bad dream?
You turn on the light.
Okay, we don't need the everybody thing. We want to fade from Loose smiling. What was that? Into another one of her smiling and have that be the consistency throughout it. Maybe it could be of Loose smiling when she sees King and Ida back. Come here, you witch! There we go. Ember says, hi, Ember! Hi, all. Hope the cozy stream is going well. Congrats again, Lily. You made it through finals week. Yay! Thank you, and congrats to you. You made it through finals week earlier. How you doing? Oh, I know we're not doing angst, but I'm gonna just do a little something really quick. Just really quick. It's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. It's totally ethical.
What's the first thing you do when you wake up from a bad dream?
You turn on the light.
Oh, I love the angst. It's so good. Let's go. Hey, she's lighting up the path, you guys. It matches. Why does that work so well? Oh my gosh, hold up. Let's see it with the, Camila. I mean, her light is following. Oh my gosh. That's beautiful. Like Jay said, it's not angst, surprisingly, unfortunately. Ember says, wait a minute, this isn't Minecraft. Yeah, I got distracted, and I really love the power of angst. But we can't do that, because I promised I wouldn't do angst. I said I would do comfort for some reason. So, we're gonna figure it out without the angst there. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good bit. Ooh, we could do this.
Growing up, I was afraid you would too. My biggest mistake.
Legends is at work, but still lurking, by the way, lols. Thank you for the lurk. Good to see you. Have a good day at work, Legend. Hydrate so you don't dehydrate. Justin says, the ADHD trap of special interest mentioned.
By changing this beautiful, good witch into something she wasn't.
I think I just realized something. I don't know why it took me so long to figure out. The only thing I've ever really wanted was to be understood.
Whoa! I'm pretty sure it's not this magical for every single talisman. I think String Bean just knows Luce really well and just like, I'm gonna make it super powerful for Luce. Ooh, that makes for really cool. Hold up. Let's go back to the master bin. Let's do a new timeline. Let's do witches before wizards and String Bean. Let's do this and then also look at show clips and then witches before wizards. And then let's look at that scene with the magical thing. Do.
This is it. Moment of truth.
Realize something. I think I just realized something.
Right before it goes to that, we're gonna cut to this.
Moment of truth.
I think I just realized something.
And then this, and then this, and then this. I don't know. I can do something with that later. It's just capturing the idea, you know? Okay, where is my other timeline? Here's the other timeline. Let's put it up here. Let's make a new bin called Timelines and put the timelines in here. Let's do comfort edit. Put in timeline. Yep, let's delete my picture because even though I'm really cute, I'm not the Owl House. Okay. Alexi says, what are you doing? I'm editing! Jay says, what should I edit next? I'm kind of in the mood for Epic the Musical right now. It's gonna be dangerous, my friend, a little bit dangerous. That song with Will and Nico going into Tartarus. There you go. Emma says, the orb! Indeed. Still such a good moment. String Bean knows how to make an entrance. Yeah.
I don't know why it took me so long to figure out. The only thing I've ever...
Let's put it over here. Let's just make a compilation of different comfort moments. Ooh, we could do it with String Bean. No, I think I want to focus on the friends. I think I want to focus on the friends. Oh, wait, she's not with everybody here. Oh, wait, we can do that. That's cute. That's cute. Bye, relaxing. Have a good night or day or whatever it is. I think it's evening for you. Have a good night. Thanks for coming and hanging. Bye. There's the echo. Okay, we got that. Let's do Eat and Rain.
I thought we would just like. I'm. Buddy. This much. You never told me.
This is what's called scrubbing through a timeline, where you're not actually watching it. You are just skimming through it. And you're scrubbing through it because you're like dragging it throughout. Ooh, 'cause you're here with me. Don't have to be afraid of the dark, being alone, 'cause you're here with me, here with me, here with me. That could work here. So I'll just be able to adjust that as needed. Oh! Guys, what if I put the clip of Flapjack absorbing himself into Hunter? That would be cute. I unfortunately can't use a lot of the outro because of those credits. That would be fun, wouldn't it? I think it would be fun. Justin says, I'm here for about 20-ish minutes before I stream. Wow, that buy was delayed. It's the echo, yeah. Ember says, I've done scrubbing before. Helpful editing tactic. Mari says, are you going to post this AMV? Probably. Justin says, do you want us to cry? Yes. I delight in making people cry. For my birthday, I wrote cards for people instead of asking for cards because I wanted to make people cry for my birthday. And I did. A lot of people cried because I wrote them cards. And that delighted me more than anything. So, yeah. Anyhoodles, I think you see a little piece of how Eden works.
What do you do when you wake up from a bad dream?
You turn on the light.
I think we can make that cleaner. We made everything else simpler. So instead of
Turn on the light.
when it goes into that, just go into this and then just make it go like this. And then every that repeat of four beats or whatever, every Jay, you know music more than I do. It's the repetitive thingy. Other people know music more than I do. I have vibes. I'm a vibe checker. Oh, earlier you meant that you wanted to edit characters from Epic. Oh, do Pancake. And then Pancake meeting Waffles and Flapjack. That's not all characters from Epic. Do Pancake characters that died meeting each other. Pancake, isn't there a song that's like, I can be your friend, na na na. I can be your friend, na 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 na. Marissa's chorus, no, not quite. It's the repetitive. So the chorus is a set of lyrics and sounds that are repetitive throughout the song. This is a measure, I guess, that's going over and over again. That's from VeggieTales. There you go. Edit VeggieTales. Ember says, that make you cry? Yay! Finity says, I like inflicting psychic damage. I know you do. Justin says, AMV, that took me back, Mari. Old. Sorry, had something in my throat. Ember says, yeah, Ember says, Uno reverse birthday cards. Exactly. I love Uno reverse birthday cards. They went for the cinematic vibe, but it's not really great for this. So, okay, let me see. Every 4 beats, it resets and does the same do 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 do. It's not that exactly, but like that. I have the same pattern of sound. It's just the wrong position on the keyboard, if you will. Those 4 beats that repeat, I want there to be change every time it repeats. Jay says, I still think it's funny that I heard that song and went, OMG, this is Odie pen coded. Cozy Beard is here, Justin here, popping on briefly before I stream to say hi as the Cozy Beard with an interesting typo. The Cozy Beard. Mara says, people still make AMVs. This is not an AMV. No, is this not an AMV? I'm teasing. Yeah, people still make AMVs. This is, technically, it's a shorter one. It's a animated music video, but it's not the whole song, which is typically what people would consider. That one doesn't fit. The audio doesn't fit here either. Yeah, this one. That one. That one. Yes. There we go. It is 15 till Justin's stream on Twitch. If anybody wants to join me, we'll be raiding into that Twitch stream. Let me actually get that link. Ah! Let me just show you. Show more. Show more. Cozy Beard. While we're here, Legend also streams, FYI.
Alright,
But we're gonna go here and we're gonna hang out and chat offline. And boom. That's going to be our next location, guys, if you want to keep on hanging out. If you have a Twitch and you feel comfortable being on Twitch.
What's the first thing you do when you wake up from a bad dream?
You turn on the light.
I kind of like the vibe of the movement, and then like every 4 measure, or every 4 beats, every measure, I think it's called a measure. Every measure, just do a different one of the group hugging, and then go from there. Maybe this one? And then placeholder there. Not that one. Jay says, I just got an edit idea, but it's not epic related. Write it down on a sticky note and paste it amongst the other ones. I don't know. I think the hand holding isn't exactly... Let's do change clip speed a little longer so that... It just doesn't work. So let's cut from here. And it's just barely too short. So let's do... I think that'll work. Ooh. What? I like the idea. I like the idea if you are my light and then it blasts out light. Yeah, let's do that. So let's do this. That was terrible timing. And then we'll use that transition vibe to transition into something where they're hanging out together independently. Maybe this one can be where Luce runs into Amity. Oh wait, no, this is the episode before that. Enchanting. Jay says, I think the word you're thinking of is tempo. I currently have Nectarine Nightmare from Copy Kitty in my head. Nice. Nectarine Nightmare. You're gonna eat nectarines in your nightmares. Oh, it's a nectarine nightmare. How's that? Did I get it? I nailed it, didn't I? I nailed it, I bet. I bet I nailed it. Alright, this is just a bit too slow. I want it to... Yeah, okay. So there's a bit where the drums get hit and I wanted it to switch on that downbeat. We got 10 minutes before 12. Okay, we're good. We're good. Yeah! And then I'm going to do a little editing hack where we skip to the nice part. And then let's do a cross dissolve. So this is, you can actually cut down on a lot of a scene if it doesn't hit the tempo. Thank you, Jay. By just, if a lot of times they go to a different perspective of it and you can cut further in time to make it hit, force it to the tempo. That doesn't work quite as well. There we go. That works because then when we hit the do and the measure begins again, we see this and that kind of reinforces. It's kind of consistent. It's I don't know. It's time to the music. I don't know. It sounds better. We're just gonna skip past the aggression because that doesn't match the vibe. And we're going to do a nice little cross dissolve here. I like that, but I think it should be a little further. Ooh, what if we do this? Let's do a smooth cut. So this cross dissolve helps. I chose the cross dissolve here so that you kind of get the transition. It kind of looks like the transition. Okay. How do I explain what's going on in my head? Cross dissolve, as you can see, you get to see both the clip before and the current clip happening at the same time. And when you have that natural movement happening in the first clip, it helps with the transition a bit. If I did a smooth cut here, it would still kind of work. I actually kind of like that. But it kind of makes you think like I'm trying to convince you that it's turning into this new world. I don't want you to think that. I'm trying to cut to a similar parallel, but clearly different. So this kind of, it tells me visually, it tells the story that this is a different part, but still related thematically, right? And then here, this is the same scene, so I'm going to smooth cut it because it's happening, it's just a little later. It's kind of like, oh, this happened right afterwards. At least that's how I like to do it. If you go into the paid effects, fusion transitions, there are some options you can do. I believe it is, you could do a noise dissolve here as well. But that kind of does the same thing as smooth cut, and then you can also do paint on, which is kind of the effect they were going with before. Come on, paint on. There we go. But that's the wrong direction. You can set the direction, but that's a lot more than I want. So we're just going to undo that. Oh, Control Shift Z, put that right back. And then I don't want to see Amity like that. So we're just going to cut to Luce helping her up. And I don't need a transition here because the original thing just cut straight anyways to where Luce was looking logically you want to see, oh, what is she looking at? It's Amity. So then it cuts to a different angle of what's happening again. So I can just splice those two together and pretend like we weren't just looking at her doing that. We're immediately helping instead. And then let's... Yeah. Kinda, sort of. Change clip speed. Let's make it a little faster. I don't know. Infinity says, I also have the final boss theme of Tuhu 11 in my head. I am in the mood for nuclear music right now. Nice. Let's cut it to... Ah! I just did an arrow ace at it where I got rid of the romantically tense part. I do want more platonic relationships, though. I don't want it to just be, Loose King and Ida and Amity. I want to show in Willow and Gus and... Let's see. Well, it is 11:57 and Justin is starting his stream. So I think that'll be it for this AMV. I'm going to work on it offline, probably during his stream as well. But you get an idea of how I'm doing it and my thought process. And we're almost done with a cute little edit. So I'm going to show it one more time and then we can start a buy train.
What's the first thing you do when you wake up from a bad dream?
You turn on the light.
Let me edit that so that they actually do come face to face real quick. What just happened? And then before she can get all grumpy and get away, we'll switch it to another one so it's just like helping somebody. But that's the vibe. That's the song. Hope you enjoyed the impromptu edit. I was thinking about... thanks for the stream. Have a good one, all. Thank you for hanging out. It's good to see you all. Thank you for hanging out. I was thinking about in the future, Wednesday morning, starting a little bit earlier, because I do want to be there for Justin's stream as well. And I'm thinking maybe starting a little earlier, maybe 9 my time, so an hour earlier, or maybe an hour and a half earlier. I don't know. We're thinking about it. Bye. Bye. Thank you for being here. I am so proud and happy for all of you, and just very glad to have you here. So I'm going to put I'm going to see you guys later. I'm going to be hanging out in Justin's stream. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you can't... Bye, guys. If you can't watch it on Twitch, he just uploaded a VOD to The Cozy Beard. So check that out. I will upload this AMV when it is ready. Until then, I will hang out with you guys later. Love you guys. Bye!